Hey, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back to some more Cafe Stella. We are continuing where we left off. I left on kind of a cliffhanger, but last episode was just so full of stuff. Like, we had the date with her, she disappeared. We had the resolution for that, where she ended up coming back, essentially, and we got to see her again. And then y'all were pointing out stuff that uh, we finally got to kind of see, like, the background of what happened when Kousei, like, first woke up at the cafe, and then obviously saw Natsume a little scantily dressed, but we got to see like some of the little details that happened before that. We got to know about Kosei's past. I mean, there was just so much in that episode. But I'm going to continue from here, and hopefully it'll be another good episode. I think we just have like a few episodes left, so let's make it a good one. About Kanna. Her wide, mischievous eyes, her glossy, lustrous, light-colored hair, her sweet, charming, and somewhat seductive voice. She is kind of seductive at times, at least towards Kosei, I'll say that. Her beautifully pale skin, her slender fingers and her petite palms, her plump thighs gently resting against the back of my head. Can't forget that. That's the most important thing right there. I think we know what kind of man Kosei is. He's a thigh guy. Her soft, luscious pink lips. Every single part of her body that I touched, I can recall in vivid detail. He also really is asphyxiated on her lips. I've noticed that too. Of course I can. There's no way I could ever forget. I'll never forget, but I have to accept the fact that she's gone. That was my promise. The promise I made to the person I love more than anything. When I next open my eyes, my surroundings are bathed in darkness. But my eyes soon adjust and I realize where I am. It's dark because it's nighttime. I'm standing in front of the cafe. Is this
戻ったのだ。現在にな。
Mikado? Abruptly, I touch my lips. Although I'd felt Kanna's warmth on them just moments ago, they now feel cold and slightly chapped. So we are back. But I still remember the warm and soft
落
sensation.
ち着いたか。
More or less. My heart is still by no means at peace. By now, I feel an abject sense of loss. I want nothing more than to see her again. But despite it all, I feel like I found some small semblance of closure. I can't keep agonizing over her any more than this.
妙だな。蝶の気配が完全に消えている。あれほど集まっていた蝶が何の気配も残さないほど。
Didn't I absorb them into my soul?
お前の魂の気配は強くなっていない。
I don't really get it, but isn't this a good thing? Everything's been wrapped up nicely and resolved.
そんなわけがあるか。
Yeah, exactly. We haven't had all the H scenes we're supposed to have.
今回の件、間違いなく問題になるぞ。
I take it this will be added to the list of miracles I have to atone for.
当然、そうなるはずだ。
I find that very interesting that you would have to, like, be forgiven for performing a miracle. I feel like that's, like, something that God would make happen, right? I guess that means I'm gonna have to keep on working here for a little more, huh?
ああ、そうだ。たくさんのものを笑顔にできるように頑張ってもらう必要がある。
I feel like that's something we'd probably do either way. Alright, I'll try. I'll try my best to look forward and live a life worth
そうだ
living.
な。とにかく中に入れ。コーヒーでも入れてやろ
Using cafe ingredients for personal use, I thought that counted as stealing.
う。我が輩がおごってやろう。
Ah, Mikado, that's awfully nice of you.
今日くらいはな。その代わりと言ってはなんだが、缶詰の蓋を開けてくれんか
Alright, I forgot about that. Why not just eat kibble, though? That way you won't have to worry about your claws.
飽きたのだ。カリカリはもう嫌だ。
Yeah, I feel bad for my cat. I do give her wet food sometimes, but mostly I just let her eat kibble. We entered the unlit cafe. God, we renovated the place. If the interior had been the same as before, I might not have been able to stop myself from crying thinking about Kanna, who was just with me a short while ago. Wait, I ended up thinking about her anyways.
なんだ
Nothing.
そうか。
What's wrong?
人の気配がする。侵入者だ。
Ah, frickin' intruder. Maybe one of the others came back to get something they forgot.
いや、我が輩の知らぬ人間の気配だと思うのだが。
I mean, it's not going to be Kanna, is it? She's not going to be, like, reincarnated as a different version of her?
我が輩にもよくわからんのだが、とりあえずだが害意は感じられん。泥棒などではなさそうだが。
If they don't mean harm, then we can decide afterwards whether or not to call the police. Where are
こ
they?
ちらだ。
I like how he's got, like, his cat sense tingling. Doing our best to stay quiet, we tiptoe upstairs. Apparently the intruder is in the room Kanna had been renting. Room is pretty much empty. What could they be doing in there? Yeah, I have no idea. I wonder to myself as we creep along. Being the amateur that I am, I'm not exactly skilled at being stealthy. I stepped down a little too hard, causing my foot to ring out.
気づかれたか
Who's there? What are you doing in here?
何をってというか今は来ないでください
Kousei's gonna go in anyways. Sounded a lot like... But it has to be her. Kanna?
ダメって言ったのになんで突撃してくるんですか
I knew it. I knew he was just gonna go in there. He gives no fricks. What do you mean by why? I had to see for myself. I thought I'd never see you again, but then I heard your voice.
それはまあ
Why are you here, Kanna? I thought we'd gone back to the present. Why are you standing before me?
それに関しては私にもよくわかりません
She pretty much respawned, is what I'm hearing. She lost all of her items, and now she has to recollect them again.
もしかして昴生さんが子供みたいにただをこねたから
If that was all it took to get you back, I would have rolled on the floor bawling my eyes out from the beginning.
それはそれで私が困りますけどね
Not dreaming, am I?
私の方こそ教えてほしいくらいです夢じゃないんですよね
Only one way to find out, Kanna. To confirm if the person standing before me is real, I fling myself towards her body. Of course you do. Of course you do. She's naked in front of you. Of course you're just gonna fling yourself at her. Why would I expect anything less? He swiftly sidestepped me, missing my target. I fall to the floor. Why'd you dodge?
何でも何も今裸ですから恥ずかしいです
I just imagine Mikado's in the back, and he's just like... I was like trying to make my camera, the light go on. I don't care about that. In fact, I woke him and I was able to feel your warmth directly.
そりゃそうでしょうけどもういいから出て行ってください
Forcibly ejected from the room, I tumbled into the hallway.
敵か
Ouch, that hurt. That must mean that this isn't a dream.
どうやら本当にカンナのようだな
Even now, I'm still in disbelief. As I stand there dumbfounded, my phone suddenly vibrates inside my pocket. Reflexively, I pull it out and check the screen. And there it is, the message I've been waiting for
遊
so
園
long.
地は私も楽しかったです本当にありがとうございました
The message I sent has finally been marked read, and with it came her reply. Kanna, it really is Kanna. She's come back to
もう
me.
一度昴生さんと出会えて本当に嬉しいです
Welcome
ただ
back,
いま
Kanna.
戻りました
Well, there we go, guys. Also, that ends well. After Kanna finishes changing into her clothes she left behind, we come to face to face again. Can't express how happy I am right now.
はい私も嬉しいです本当に心から嬉しいと思ってますけど
Frick if I know.
考えてみたのだが原因は高峰昴生しか考えられんお前が先ほど過去に飛ぶ際周囲に信じられないほどの蝶に囲まれていたのは
When we returned, they all mysteriously
なぜ
disappeared.
あれだけの蝶があの短時間でどこにどうやって消えたのか他に使われたのだこれだけ言えばわかるだろ
Yes, we ate them. We just stuffed them all in our mouth, and then we took them with us.
もしかして今の私という存在を維持しているのは
他にあるまい大量の蝶は高峰昴生の魂と共に過去に渡りお前たちキスかそれに近い肉体的接触を持っただろ
Mikita, why you gotta say that? Why do you mean some other similar form of physical contact? What are you implying?
残っていたカンナの魂を核にして新たな存在として生まれ変わった
So you're saying because we kissed, the power of those butterflies was channeled through me into Kanna, is that it?
ということだろう他に考えられん
Kinda kinky. Speaking of which, earlier you said the intruder was a human, didn't you?
そうだ今のカンナは死神ではない人間だ
Nice.
そうなんですか私はもう死神ではないんですか
I mean, it's kind of a bummer we lost our Grim Reaper girlfriend, but you know, She can still cosplay. You know, God bless cosplays.
ああ、普通の人間だ。気配が全く違う。人間として生まれ変わったのだ。
How is that even
あったの
possible?
だから仕方あるまい。
Was it because of how much I was thinking about Kanna? Because of how strongly I longed for her? I don't fully understand what happened. However,
私は本当に私なんですか？
普通なら赤子としてこの世に生まれるのだが、それは普通の蝶には意識など存在しないからだ。だが今回は違う。カンナの蝶が残っていた。それを中心として秋月カンナを形成し直した。これはお前の魂が肥大化したのと同じようなものだ。
dang, that's pretty cool.
何者かと混ざり合ったわけではなく、まごうことなく秋月カンナだ。
なら私は昴生さんとこのまま一緒にいられるんですか？
Nope, you're gonna get deported from the country. You have no ID and no idea how you got here. They're just gonna assume you snuck in. Yep.
それは我が輩に決められることではないが、神の裁定が下るなら、すでに下されていてもおかしくはない。
I mean, who's to say that God isn't intervening already and that he's the reason why all this worked out the way it did?
今回の高峰昴生の暴走を見る限り、ここで悲劇を生んでは、さらに厄介なことが起きるかもしれんしな。
それは
今のお前は、無数の蝶を生まれ変わらせた存在であるとも言える。それは死神の本分であり、神から受けた仕事だ。多少領分を超えたことではあるがな。
Semantics. We're fine.
よもやそれを罰することはあるまい。
では
このまま人の世界で生きることになるだろうな。人間として。
At Mikudo's words, Kana and I look at each other. Then,
あれなんででしょう？嬉しいのにこんなに嬉しいことないのに。
here it is, guys. This is what we've been waiting for this whole time. I always felt like Kana has said that she's happy, but there was always like this hint of like, I can't go too far with this. I can't be too happy. There was always like this wall, like that she could always get to the wall, but she could never go over it or go past it. And now, hey, she's free to be as happy as she wants, and good for her. I'm glad that she can finally be happy and with Kousei. Like, I feel like part of it was not just her wanting to be happy, but she wanted to be happy with Kousei. And it felt like that was always something that she couldn't do, or at least, you know, for this route, she couldn't. So I'm happy they've resolved this pretty well.
なんだか涙が私本当に嬉しくてもういいんですよね？我慢しなくても。
Nope, there's no wall. You can just keep going. You can be as happy as you think you can.
私の気持ちもう出してもいいんですよね？
Go for it. Of course, you don't need to act grown up. Let it all out, Kana. I'd already cried earlier. I'd already poured out my emotions, and Kana had shouldered them for me. So now, this time I'll be the grown up. I'll shoulder it all. Like a dam breaking loose, she bursts into tears. Her typical mature demeanor crumbles and she bawls like a little girl.
本当は嫌でした。私だって一緒にいたかった。好きだから、大好きだから、ずっと一緒にいたいに決まってるじゃないですか。
Gosh, you really get to see like how much she like kind of suppressed her emotions at times. Like she just, like I said, like was limiting how happy she could be because she knew it wasn't gonna go like too far, right? Like she knew that she was gonna have to return and get reincarnated. But now that she doesn't have to do that, it's like, okay, you know, you can finally express yourself, be who you truly are, and like tell Kousei how you actually really feel about him.
でも、あそこで私が悲しんだら、泣いちゃったら、きっと昴生さんを苦しめることになるって思ったから。だから、辛くても耐えて、ずっと我慢して。
As tears flood down her cheeks, Kana lets out all the emotions she's been bottling up inside of her. I'm sorry for being so unreliable. It's my fault you had to go through all this.
謝らないでください。
Let me thank you for protecting me all this time. Gosh, yeah, like, Kanna did so much for Kousei. It's actually ridiculous. And we had, like, no idea. Up until, like, this route, obviously. It'll be different now. I'll do my best to protect you instead. So please stay with me from now on and forever.
います。ずっと一緒に。もう離れたりしません。
I won't ever leave you either.
はい。嬉しいです。本当に嬉しい。
So am I. I love you, Kanna.
私だって好きです。大好きです。
Kanna's loud wails are proof of how much pain she's had to endure. I continue holding her tight until her sobs finally subside. Now is not a time for sadness, now is a time for celebration, because this is the beginning of a life of happiness that we had always yearned for. I know, it's so nice, it's so wholesome.
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Now here comes the 500 H scenes that we're gonna have to experience. The new year has arrived. Kanna had vanished in preparation to start her new life, but then she had returned, and as a normal human at that, a part of me worried that it was a one-night miracle that only occurred on New Year's Eve. However...
明けましておめでとうございます。
Happy New Year. It wasn't a dream. Kanna is really back. The thought warms my heart and nearly brings me to the verge of tears again. I still can't believe we're really going to be able to be with each other forever now.
それについてなのだが
Oh, no, Mikado, don't you dare spoil this. Don't you dare.
そうではないカンナが人になったことは昨日説明した通りで間違いはないそれは神の下した結論だ
Thank God, literally. I breathe a sigh of relief once more.
だが違う問題もあるだろ
What's that?
私のことですよね。
人間になったこと自体に問題はない
もしかして死神がいなくなったことが問題ですか？
それもあるがまあそっちは我が輩が解決すべき問題だお前は気にしなくていい人間になったということはこれから人間社会で生きていくということだ
Yeah, now you get screwed. You have to pay taxes.
死神のように流浪の身ではないのだ生活の基盤を作る必要があるだろう
そっか。これから一緒に年を重ねていけるんですよね。
Speaking of which, does Kanna even have a proper legal status?
戸籍などの公的なものは揃っている心配するな
Gosh, what the frick? These cats, man, are so resourceful. Freaking made her a fake ID. Pretty well
も
prepared.
ともと店をオープンさせるときに用意したものですよ。
Oh, fair enough.
まさかこんなことになるとは思っていませんでしたけど。
I mean, I guess either way, like, even as a Grim Reaper, she technically wasn't, like, I don't know, wouldn't be a citizen. She wasn't born here. That means all your documents are forgeries, right?
仕方あるまい今まで戸籍なしで生きてきたなどと説明しては余計な面倒を生むだけだ
Wow.
そうなるとお前たちが二人でいられなくなるかもしれんぞ
Well, I suppose.
悪用しようというわけではない作ったものを有効活用するのだ帳尻合わせだ
I guess so.
で仕事の方はこのまま店で働けばいいと
Yeah, she just continued living here.
目というわけではないが住みやすくはないだろう何せ風呂もないのだから
まあ住むには不便ではありますね。間借りしておいてなんですけど。
Where the frick did you rent a room that doesn't have a bath? Like, do you at least have a bathroom? Like, where have you been showering? Obviously, there's no bath here since it's a cafe, but then how have you been washing yourself all this time?
してませんよそんなこと。
我が輩の毛と同じだ死神は人とは違う特にそういう必要はなかった
Ah, yes, that's totally how Grim Reapers work. How convenient.
そうです。なので汚いとか不潔とかそんなことはなかったんです。銭湯に行ったり事情を知っている夏目さんの部屋のお風呂を借りたりもしてましたから。
Well, I guess you're right. It's not exactly the most comfortable place to
ちゃ
live.
んとした住居が必要となる
She's just gonna come live with us, and that's where all the H scenes begin.
となると部屋を借りることになりますか。
You need quite a lot of cash for that, though, wouldn't you?
なくはありませんけど心もとない感じではあります。
必要とあればそれくらいの金額は出してもいいのだが
いつになく太っ腹ですね。
新たな門出を祝ってやるのもやぶさかではない。だが、もっと簡単な方法があると我が輩は思うのだ。
Oh yeah, Mikado knows. Mikado's a smart man.
と
Our
言いま
cat.
すと
Don't know what to call him.
お前たちが一緒に暮らせば、すべての問題は解決する。
同棲ってことになりませんか、それ。
Yep, that's what a lot of couples do.
それがどうした？
だって同棲ですよ。同棲なんてしたら、それは快適な生活じゃなくて快楽な生活ではないでしょうか。
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe for you.
式場淫乱死神娘が。
He's still calling her that.
その言い方ほんとやだ。
ああ、もう死神ではないのだったな。これからは式場淫乱娘と呼ぶべきか。
Scuffed.
そういう問題ではなくて、
It's not better.
何をごちゃごちゃと。これから先一緒に生きていくのではなかったのか？
Yeah,
あの言葉は嘘なのか？
we pretty much already said we're gonna mate for life, so you might as well just get married and move in.
嘘なんて言っていませんけど、そうではありませんけど。
It's time to start having babies too. I'm sure that'll come up here. They're gonna talk about it and be all embarrassed, like, oh no, I'm gonna never have kids. Anna squirms that way, this way and that, as if agonizing over something or the other. But judging by the lewd way she's twisting her body, I have a sneaky suspicion of something sexual. It usually is with Kanna, which is very surprising, and kind of makes sense that they would end up together.
ま、決めるのはお前たちだ。さっきも言ったが、必要ならそれなりの金額も渡してやろう。少し考えてみるといい。
With that, Mikado leaves the room, leaving the two of us blushing furiously alone. So listen. Gosh, she's just like so shocked. What do you say we go pay a visit to the shrine first?
そうですね。ここでじっとしてても仕方ありませんね。寒いですね。
Well, yeah, it's like the middle of winter. Of course it's cold. Kanna rubs her hands together for warmth beside me. Seeing how red the tips of her fingers are getting, I grab her hand tight and pull her close. She lets out a surprised breath. Huh, I thought you meant you wanted to hold hands, did you not?
別にそういうつもりはなかったんですけど。
Oh, sorry, that was my bad. Flustered, I try to let go of her hand, but this time Kanna grabs me back and pulls me in.
そういうつもりではなかったですけど、いいですよね、こういうの。あの時を思い出します。
It's only been a couple days since then,
そ
though.
ういえばそうでしたね。なんだかもっと長い間離れ離れになっていた気もします。
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think their relationship's probably been the shortest of any of the girls. I feel like they ended up doing a lot within a week. But like, I feel like this one's probably going to be the fastest. Like, y'all already know what's going to happen. They're going to move in together tonight. She's going to stay over, and then something's going to happen. Because, you know, that's just how this goes. And Kousei has no idea how to restrain himself. Probably because I thought I'd never feel Kanna's warmth ever again. But I was able to get her back, and that makes me happier than words can describe. Alright, you ready to go? Alright. Let's head off. Unlike last time, this isn't the end. This is only the beginning.
はあ、やっぱりこの時期は人でいっぱいですね。
This isn't even that bad,
のぞみ
actually.
さんてんやわんやでしょうか。
Yeah, she's probably busy working as we speak.
邪魔にならない程度に新年の挨拶だけしておきましょうか。
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Oh, I almost forgot. Mikado explained your disappearance to others by telling you you had to go home because of some family matters. So if they ask about it, just give some vague explanation and change the
わ
topic.
かりました。
We join the throng of visitors heading towards the shrine grounds. Although the going is slow, at least we're moving.
にしても、屋台っていい香りがしますね。
Yeah, the sauce and stuff smells amazing. The food's a bit expensive, but there's just something too tempting about it to pass up.
私たちも来年は参加しましょうか。
Frickin'. I don't know, we've participated in quite a few times. I bet Sasune-san could whip up some kind of crepe or something if we talked to her about it. Yeah, she did once. Not that we'd have to wait until next year, though. We could always try participating in the summer festival. I'll look into it. It's just a passing fancy. I don't know if we're planning to participate or not, but even so, being able to talk about these future events makes me unimaginably happy. because Kanna and I now have an actual future to look forward to. Following the crowd, we decided to pray at the shrine first. Thank you for reuniting me with Kanna again, and thank you for giving us the chance to spend our lives together. I promise we'll be happy, rest assured. I wasn't entirely sure there was any point in praying at this particular shrine. But well, even if I'm praying to a different god, I'm sure he'll pass along my message. After finishing our prayers, Kanna and I leave the spot. Me, I didn't really wish for anything. Don't lie to her like that. All I did was thank the gods for reuniting me with you. That's pretty much it. Okay. I was like, at least tell her what you did. That's not something I need to ask God for. Even without his help, I plan on making you happy. I don't know. I have a feeling God, you know, he's kind of playing it out for them. So. Alright, I would expect nothing less. I get the feeling we're having an incredibly embarrassing conversation. Whatever. Doesn't matter if anyone overhears us. I mean, some people are like way too fixated on other people. It's like, if you're happy, you know, like obviously like don't cause a public disturbance, but if you know, if you're just saying like, hey, I'm happy and you're happy, you know, what's wrong with that? Chatting away, Kanna and I move on to our next destination. Huh? She's not here, but maybe she's over there selling fortunes and charms. We take a cursory look at the temporary stalls set up around the area, but there aren't any familiar faces. The shrine maidens here are probably just girls they'd hired part-time for New Year's. But if she isn't here, then I guess she's in the shrine office? She's just like, wait, what? That's the power of love. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, Shiki-san, have you seen Nozomi anywhere? Really? Thanks. We'll see if we can catch up with her. She's just trying to pass on her job. Nozomi's like, you better freaking put it on right now. What? No. Thanks, but no thanks. Ah, there they are. Now where's the last member of our crew? What am I hiding from you? Don't underestimate the power of a childhood friend. Sorry, but yeah, I'm fine now. I won't, sorry. Alright, we'll see you later. Or maybe not. We might not see you again for the rest of the game. Who knows? Yeah, see ya. Alright, now that we got these guys out of the way, we can go actually do something fun. Just kidding.
昴生さんや帝さんだけじゃなく、いろんな人と話していると嬉しくて。
Yeah, it is nice that they don't have to, like, miss her, too. Because it wasn't just Kousei that was gonna, like, you know, have a hard time. Everyone at the cafe really liked Kanna.
私は本当に戻ってきたんだ。
What, are you still in
皆
disbelief?
さんと話しているうちに、その不安もようやく消えました。
Well, good.
ダメというわけではなくて、都合のいい夢を見てるとか、妄想なんじゃないかって思っちゃうんですよ。
You know, Kanna, just because you're finally human doesn't mean you can start doing those kind of things, okay? You know, slow your roll.
だってずっとこのまま一緒にいたいって強く思い続けてましたから。
I mean, you kind of, in a way, did die. You literally died to see me and be with me again. Kind of makes it sound like the others didn't really matter to you.
ああ、いえ、決してそういう意味ではなくて、夏目さんものぞみさんもメイさんも。
Wow, freaking Suzune-san getting shafted. We didn't see her at the shrine, and she's not mentioning her.
今日は会えませんでしたけど、鈴音さんもずっと長く生きてきましたが、今まではこんな風に挨拶をする人はいませんでしたから、とても大切な友人だと思ってます。でも、昴生さんは友人とは違いますから。
More than a friend. We're in the more than a friend zone. As she says this, she slowly grasps my hands, and I firmly grasp hers in return.
はい。
Why don't we move in together?
はい。
Are you sure?
好きですから。好きならいつかは一緒に暮らすことにもなると思います。だから。
Yeah, I feel like this is the logical step.
恥ずかしいですけど、嫌だなんて思ってませんよ。
Sorry. This is it, I guess.
よろしく。私に何をよろしくお願いさせるおつもりですか？
It's so weird not having Kousei being the one mentioning these kind of things. No, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, you know, this is the start of our new life living together and all.
それな。確かによろしくですな。今日からよろしくお願いします。
No problem. It's just an apartment anyways.
二人で一緒に暮らすんですよね。
We should probably do something besides standing here and chatting. Want to head inside
と
and...
りあえず中にそんなスナック感覚で入れられちゃうんですか？
Bruh. No, Kanna, stop. Bad.
やっぱり初めては思い出に残ると思いますから、もうちょっと順序とか。
Yeah, I'm sure
せ
you
めて
will.
ちゃんと濡れてないと多分痛いと思うんですけど、
Okay, I don't need to know about that, but yes, that is true. I'm gonna ask you if you wanted to head inside and relax, you know, inside my apartment.
それな。そうですよね。いつまでもここで話してるわけにはいかないですよね。
Yeah, I really hope all the neighbors aren't hearing you talking about foreplay and stuff.
すみま
It's
せ
a
ん。
conversation for a little bit later,
私
okay?
なんかもういろいろと考え込んでしまって。
That's okay, don't worry about it.
そうですね。玄関で話してても仕方ないですよ。お邪魔します。
So anyways, Kanna, this is gonna be your home from now on too. I think it's important to say it right, just so you can get into the habit of it. Do you want to try that again?
ただいま。
Tadaima.
なんか
That was kind of embarrassing, huh? You think so? Yeah, a little.
でもこういうことも普通になるんですよね。
Yeah, we're gonna be spending a lot of time
それな
together.
ら昴生さんも。
Alright, I'm home.
はい。おかえりなさい。
Wonder how many times we've looked at each other and smiled like this before. It's not a bad feeling, but it's definitely a little embarrassing. I'm not used to welcoming anybody in this apartment after all. Anyways, why don't we start by unpacking your luggage? Since she's moving in, Kanna brought along all of her belongings from the cafe.
荷物なんて服くらいですから片付けるってほどではありませんけど。
Well, I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to like get her some new stuff, you know? Alright, give me a minute to organize my closet a bit. In the meantime, though, what should we eat for lunch?
私が作りますよ。材料は何があるんですか？ちょっと探しても。
You're more than welcome to, but there's probably not much you can make. All I managed to scrap together yesterday was a plate of omelet rice. And unfortunately, most supermarkets are closed since it's New Year's Day.
玉ねぎと卵、鶏肉もありますけど、ちょっ と少ないですね。あ、コーヒーですね。
Oh, thank goodness. She can make him some good coffee. Feel free to have some if you
あ
want.
りがとうございます。お醤油やみりん、調味料はちゃんとあるんですね。
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty essential to Japanese cooking, so
親子丼にしましょうか。鶏肉はちょっと少なくて寂しい丼になるかもしれませんけど。
that's fine. I wouldn't mind. Oh, Yakudan.
三つ葉はないですけど仕方ありませんね。あ、ネギはある。あと
Heck yeah.
お味噌汁と小鉢系というかサイドメニューも欲しくはあります。
You should be able to get those things at the convenience store, I think.
そうですね。ちょっと行ってきますね。
I'll come with you.
いえ、それは舞い上がってしまっているのでちょっと落ち着きたいんです。
Gosh, my wife is the opposite. She doesn't like going anywhere without me. Like, so she actually just like left to go to the store right now, and she took our daughter with her, and she's like so nervous because she's like, I don't ever go out alone with her, and I'm like so weird. And I'm just like, you'll be fine, I promise. And I was like, I wanted a chance to like be at home by myself. Thought that'd be cool. And then as you can see what I'm doing with my spare time here.
あ、でも嫌なことないですからね。
Oh, yes. Yeah, I totally understand. Yep. Mumble, mumble. Yep.
それでは行ってきます。
Oh boy, there's totally going to be an H scene coming up. I can feel it. Flustered, Kanna closes the door a little too forcefully behind her as she leaves. I can hear the sound of her footsteps echoing down the hallway. She definitely said it's not because I don't want to do it. In other words, she's not against it, as if what it is. Well, I think that goes without saying. I guess I should air out the mattress before she gets back. Oh. Oh boy, they're just cutting straight to after dinner here, huh? Like with her omelet rice, I'm sure she's practiced making this dish a lot, but now I know why she's put so much effort into it. After enjoying the fruit of said efforts, though. Our conversations have come to a complete stop. Things aren't exactly awkward, but as time goes on, I can't help but grow more and more self-conscious. The two of us are about to spend our first night together, alone. Under the circumstances, I have every reason to expect certain things to happen. Getting rather turned on. It's impossible not to, thinking about Kanna's voluptuous body. While I'm having these thoughts, a cheerful electronic jingle echoes around the room. It means the bath is ready. You can go ahead and take yours first.
いえ、そういうわけには。昴生さんの方こそお先にどうぞ。
Oh gosh, they're gonna pull a May and bathe together. No, since you have longer hair, it's gonna take more time to dry afterwards, right?
そうですか。それじゃあお言葉に甘えて。
To the door on your right.
はい、なるべく早く上がりますから。
You don't have to be in a rush. I wouldn't want you catching a cold or anything. Take your time to get yourself warmed
あ
up.
りがとうございます。
Kanna begins rummaging through her things to prepare to get in the bath. She takes out a change of clothes along with some body soap she'd apparently bought at the convenience store. Feel free to use my shampoo too if you want. It's a cheap brand, though I'm not sure if it'll be good for women's hair or not.
そんなことはないと思いますけど、でも私の髪は長いのでたくさん使ってしまうんですよ。
Oh yeah, my wife's got really long hair and she uses a frick ton of shampoo. I'm like, bruh.
だから申し訳なくて。
Like she probably uses what I would use in a week. And with one shower. Like, okay. Apartment is yours too starting today. You can use whatever you want, whenever you
は
want.
い、ありがとうございます。
With that, Kanna heads off towards the bathroom. The door closes behind her with a click. Now that I'm alone, I can't calm down. My mind can't help but imagine what's going on behind that door. She is taking a bath. I think you can imagine what taking a bath is like. You take them all the time. That was the sound of her clothes rustling now, just wasn't it? She's taking them off. Is she stripping down to her underwear and getting naked?
昴生さん、
I mean, that's generally how you take a bath.
タオルはここのを使っていいんですか？
Yeah, the full ones have been washed
わかり
already.
ました。
And hear the shower door sliding shut. Then the sound of the shower turning on. I had no idea you could hear this much noise from outside. It's not like the walls here are that thin either. I think you're just very hyper focused on it, Kousei. I feel like you're very much like getting ready for something here. This is the first time I've had someone stay the night.
すみません、平気です。ちょっと熱くしすぎただけです。
Oh, you didn't burn yourself, did you? Having instinctively jumped up, ready to charge in the bathroom, I sit myself back down. Oh, I'm sure you're ready to charge in there any moment. I think she locked it, though. As I do, I notice my leg is shaking restlessly. Oh, that isn't a physical tick I've ever had before. I do that. I shake my leg a lot, especially when I'm recording videos. I hope it doesn't like show up. I do that a lot. It's not really like a nervous thing for me. It's just I don't like sitting still for too long. Wonder what body part Kanna's washing. My guy, can you stop? You need to like slow your roll here. Distract yourself. Frick, he's doing it.
なんだか心臓がドキドキしっぱなしです。全然落ち着かない。
I don't regret making the decision to move in, not at all. If anything, it's exactly what I want, but
一
still.
緒に暮らすってことは一緒に寝るというついに私も男を知るってこなんかもう頭の中がしっちゃかめっちゃかのぐっちょんぐっちょんですよ。とにかく何が起きてもいいように体はきれいに洗っておかないと。そこはたしなみマナーですよね。
Oh yeah, it's definitely good to wash yourself pretty good. Look, Kousei-san has some rather bizarre fetishes as well. Maybe he'd actually prefer... maybe. I don't know.
好きな人が望むことだとしても乙女の端くれとして
Wouldn't mind experimenting later on down the line, but if we start off with something so kinky right off the bat, there's no telling where that will lead us. It'd be better for us to take things slow and get to know each other's preferences. He's a virgin too, after all. Alright, let's do that. Gosh, she's thinking about this way too much. She's sure taking her time. I guess girls really do like longer baths, but might just be my imagination, but I feel like I can hear some faint moans or something. Not to say it sounds like an old man groaning or anything. Actually, hold up. Kanna? Hello? Hearing those sultry noises, I involuntarily. Though if I'm being honest, I already had a bit of a hard-on from the start. Can't take this any longer. I'm starting to feel like rubbing one out. Yeah, I don't know about that. That would be kind of weird. But if I do nothing, I might just blow my load before penetration. Plus, what if she suddenly walks in on me? Just gonna have to work off this pent-up energy. Tortured by the sounds coming from the bathroom, I roll and flail around my room. Sorry for being so loud downstairs, people. Like, you need to, like, learn to do something else here. Gosh, she's going back to the pigtails. That's okay, I know girls like to take their time. What does that mean? Why are you blushing? Alright, well, I'm gonna go take my bath now. Anyways, getting out from underneath the kotatsu, I head towards the bathroom and quickly turn around. Sorry, I might be there for a while too. You just got out of the bath, so be careful not to catch a cold, okay? I think I know where this is going, and I don't like it. Oh, I already know. I mean, you pretty much are. I mean, you're, what, like 20 years old? Like, you pretty much still are. You got a few more years, and then it'll slow down a little bit. Well, I'm still a virgin, so I guess not much has changed. However, that might change tonight. Anyways, I better get myself cleaned up, especially. I don't need to hear about that, my guy. That's fine if you're doing it. What is going on with this background? Gosh, somebody here is nervous. You'll do fine. It's literally... It's not that hard, okay? Not opposed to it, but I'm afraid and anxious. After all. Yeah, I noticed, Kanna. You seem to have a lot of those.
これから実際にそのとてもいやらしいことをいやらしいこと
Gosh, y'all really need to like use your phone or something. Just distract yourself. Like stop thinking about it so much.
また体が熱くなる。こうならないようにちゃんとシャワーオナニーしたのに。お風呂は昴生さんが使っていて、今さらすっきりすることもできない。
If I let myself get in a funny mood again, then it'll be a big problem.
でも
Gosh, y'all need to control yourselves.
私の体どうなっちゃったんですか？どうしてこんな勝手に熱くなるんですか？
Because y'all are young and in love. I mean, that it's normal, but have some decency, guys. Like, if you're gonna do it, just wait, okay?
好きな人とセックスだからきっと私
Okay,
ちゃんと入るかな。
okay. I don't watch the 8 scenes, so I don't need to know about this.
とんでもないこと言っちゃってますよね。これじゃあ私完全に式場淫乱娘ですよ。
Yeah, you're just proving Mikado right. Now it's bedtime, and with that being the case, the two of us turn to look towards my bed. I've only got a twin bed, it might be a little too cramped for the both of us.
そうかもしれませんね。
Oh yeah, it'll be a tight fit, but you know, you guys are young, and you're in love, so you'll probably want to be close anyways. See, I'm at the point where in my marriage, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be right up against you anymore. Like, I love you, and I'll cuddle with you before bed, but I'm not gonna, like, fall asleep holding you. That's not my thing. Never expected to have anyone stay over my place, so I don't own a spare futon. I guess I could sleep under the kotatsu then.
そんないくら二人で住むと言っても、もともとは昴生さんの部屋なんですから、そういうわけにはいきませんよ。
Then I want to give the bed a try. Only one way to tell if we'll both fit on it. Blushing bright red, Kanna looks at her feet. In all likelihood, we're thinking the exact same thing. This is to say she's anticipating that something will happen, while at the same time feeling rather nervous. I have no idea how to broach the topic, so the only thing I can think of is to make up excuses one at a time. It's the only way I know how to advance things. Well, how about you just don't make excuses? Y'all both know what you're about to do. Like, just don't make an excuse for it. Just let it happen.
試してみると意外と狭く感じないかもしれないですから。
Gosh, y'all are too cute. Too cute. So embarrassed about it. Audible gulp. Audible gulp, she nods in embarrassment and takes my hand. It's only a short distance, about 1 or 2 steps away, but we move together hand in hand. We stand in front of the bed.
明かり消してもらえますか？
As I go to switch off the lights, Kanna slips into bed with her back facing me. Even in the darkness, I can make out the redness of her nape and ears. My heart pounds loudly in my ears. I wonder if she can hear it as well.
入って
She murmurs, her back still towards me. Yeah, 1 sec. Placing my knees onto the bed, I slowly set my weight down. The mattress creaks as I sink into it. As I lay down horizontally, the nape of Kanna's neck appears in front of my eyes. A faint, sweet smell emanates from her skin. Is that her conditioner or just her natural
どう
scent?
ですか？
I like it. You can smell kind of good.
そういうことではなくて、ベッドの狭さですよ。
She's like, you frick, that's not what I meant. A bit cramped.
やっぱり
It's a tight fit, but honestly, I don't mind it. In fact, it makes me quite happy to feel Kanna so close
も
by.
うちょっとこっちに寄ってくれて。
I will say this build up here is a lot more wholesome in some ways. I mean, yeah, it is still kind of perverted, but I will say they're putting a little more writing into it. Bring myself even closer to Kanna's nape as she lays curled up next to me. As I thought, her pale, almost translucent skin is flushed with heat. The sweet fragrance from earlier seems to have grown stronger.
今匂い嗅ぎました？
She's like, hey, you frick! Like, what are you, some kind of pervert?
本当に臭くない。
Gosh, you are overthinking. You literally just took a bath. If you stink after taking a bath, you must really stink. I feel my nostrils are set, my head begins to spin as if I'm
や
drunk.
っぱり昴生さんマニアックです。
Honestly, that's what I would think too if he keeps mentioning it like that. Nothing to do with that. I just love every single thing about you, Kanna.
そう言ってもらえるのは嬉しいですけど。
Yeah, I bet.
でも嫌じゃないです。 心臓が破裂しそうなくらいドキドキしてますけど。
My heart's hammering with happiness too.
匂いだけで満足ですか？
I would hope not. I want to explore your body from it. Whoa, okay, my guy. Okay. Okay. I mean, that was obvious. You didn't need to say it out loud. She doesn't appear to be against it, although I can see her face. I thought I saw her head slowly move. She nodded just now, didn't she?
私も好きな人には触れられたい。
Me too, I want to touch my girlfriend. Oh, thank goodness. Please gloss over this. I don't need to know. And don't do that stupid, like, after thing where they're, like, talking about fluids. Hate that. I'm like, ah! Oh, thank goodness. They skipped to the next day. Yay! I'm so happy. When I open my eyes, I find myself in my own apartment. But something seems a little off. The room itself doesn't seem any different, but what is the smell?
おはようございます。
Ah, no, they're still gonna do that after scene.
豆をひいた粉があったので頂戴したんですけど。
That's fine. I told you yesterday to help yourself to whatever, didn't I? This apartment belongs to both of us now. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine.
はい。
You had time to make a cup of coffee, though. You must have been up for a while. How come you're still in bed?
好きな人の寝顔を見てました。
That's not creepy at all.
と
What are you, some kind
って
of
も可
vampire?
愛い寝顔でしたよ。
We in Twilight now? Just watching somebody as they sleep because you don't need to sleep? You didn't draw on my face or something, did you?
そう。どうでしょうね。
Judging by those giggles, I'm guessing you didn't pull any pranks on me.
そんな風に見透かされてしまうといたずらしておけば。
She's like, dang, that was a good idea. Sitting up, I give my back a large stretch and I breathe in. The scent of coffee helps clear my head. It smells great. Well, I've woken up to the smell of miso soup before. This must be the first time I've woken up to the smell of coffee. Knows me I do drink coffee, but not too often.
これブルマンですよね。もしかしてあの時入れたコーヒー気に入ってくれたんですか？
Oh yeah, he likes a lot of Kanna's cooking, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, kind of. I also bought it because it reminded me of you when I thought you were gone. I must have screwed up making it somehow. It didn't taste anything like the coffee you made.
コウセイさんのも入れましょうか。それとも別のものの方がいい。
No, coffee is fine. In fact, I'd love a cup of your coffee. I didn't have the time to enjoy it yesterday.
わかりました。それではすぐに準備しますね。とはいえ道具も違いますから、あの時の味とは違うと思いますけど。
As long as you're the one making it for me, that's all that matters. Besides, I'm sure it'll still taste much better than what I
わ
make.
かりました。
Kanna moves to get up from the bed, but suddenly stops and blushes with embarrassment.
そんなに見られると恥ずかしいと言いますか、正直困るんですけど。
I definitely wouldn't mind seeing you walk around like that, though. But if you want, you can use my shirt. It should be easy to put
じゃ
on.
あちょっとお借りしますね。
She slips her arms into the shirt as I pass her.
ブカブカ。これって彼シャツってやつですね。どうですか？
Super cute. She didn't button up the shirt all the way so her cleavage is visible. It's almost like... I'd almost think she was trying to seduce me, but seeing as it's men's clothing, it's probably just too tied around her chest.
このシャツ、コウセイさんの匂いがします。
I mean... Yeah. Thought I washed it.
あ、臭いとかじゃなくて、私この匂い。
Gosh, what's up with y'all sniffing each other? It's so weird.
それじゃコーヒーを入れますね。
Like, I think it's fine to, like, smell somebody, but, like, when you're going out of your way to, like, do it a lot, like, that's just when it becomes a little weird. Like, it's not bad to think somebody smells good. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Oh, since it's morning, could you put some milk in it for me, too?
ミルクを。
Oh, no. You already know what she's thinking. Something stupid.
だって私母乳なんてまだ出ません。
Bruh. No. That's not what we were talking about. All I want is a cup of coffee with regular milk.
そうなんですか。もうそれならそうと最初から言ってください。
Because most people aren't as lewd to think that. Look, we've gone over this before. Anna heads off towards the kitchen wearing nothing except my dress shirt. Naturally, my eyes are drawn to her body. Her bare thighs. Okay, we get it. Yeah, Kosei, it's okay. You're young and you just, you started doing these things. You're gonna want to do it a lot. Like nobody's denying that, okay? She sways her hips cheerfully back and forth. Each time she did this, the hem of her shirt would sway a little, giving me a tiny glimpse of what lay underneath. All the while, my arousal continues to swell. Making my way over to the kitchen, I hug Kanna from behind while she prepares my coffee, pressing our bodies together.
昴生さん、どうかしたんですか？今火を使っているので。
I knew exactly what was gonna happen as soon as I read the little ah. Okay.
でも、
Yep.
そんな。
Yep.
それ、当事者の
Let's
昴
just
生さん
skip
の
over
言う
some
こ
of
と
that,
じゃない
guys.
と
We
思
don't
い
need to
ま
know.
す。
If y'all really want that kind of stuff, if you want that dialogue, you can go ahead and play the game yourself and watch the H scenes, because, they're there.
もしかして、さっき言っていたコーヒーに入れる
No, you're so dumb. That's so gross. Gosh. I will say the dialogue in this is probably some of the worst of any of the routes, though. As far as, like, being dirty. I'm not saying it's, like, badly written, but... Just to recall last night's event, seeing her react so cute is only making it harder to hold back.
起きたばっかり。
Yeah, it's way too freaking early for this, guys. There's no work or school, so we have the entire day to spend at home.
暮らし始めたのも昨日からですよ。
I mean...
なのに、いきなりこんなの。
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. I mean... Anna, I love you.
そうやって好きだ好きだって言いながらおねだりすれば何でも叶うと思う。もう。
Oh boy, and another H scene. They're just getting them all in here at the end, huh?
いやまあねえ、二人は付き合ってるわけで。
Yeah, Nosby, you gotta not walk in here anymore.
頭では分かってるんだよ。でも。
Completely understandable reaction. We're sorry you had to see that.
すみませんで。あ、いや、私も鍵を預かってるとはいえ。 勝手に開けてごめんなさい。
Yeah, Nosby, that's weird. Kousei, why would you say it that way? You've been taking care of me in all sorts of ways since I met you. Don't say it that way, please.
あ、
Obviously, before anything else, we had to make ourselves presentable. After Con and I got dressed and quickly cleaned up, we'd open the windows to air out the room more, despite it being the middle of winter. Only then were we finally able to sit back down and talk.
本当にすみませんでした。
I apologize you had to see something that private.
確かにものすごく。とはいえ、この部屋は昴生君に貸してる部屋だし、私が怒る道理はないんだけど。
Oh, you're right. I should have been more cautious. I didn't know why I didn't tell you earlier.
ちゃんとって？二人が付き合ってることはもう。
Not that. I mean the fact that Kana decided to move in with me.
それって、同棲ってこと？
Yes.
そうなります。
I was planning to introduce her to your parents as well, seeing as they are my landlords, but I thought it was best to wait until after New Year's.
そうだね。今はちょっとバタバタしてるから。でも大丈夫だと思うよ。このマンション単身専用ってわけでもないしね。
Gosh, that's still weird that she walked in on them. Like, why did you need to include that game? Why? Why was that necessary?
軽く話しておくから。昴生君は改めてお父さんに連絡をして。
That'd be great. I'll have to remember to ask him if I can get another spare key made too.
預かってるの私。
No, it's okay. I just want your dad's permission first before I make one.
分かった。私もこれからは無遠慮に入らないようにする。というか、今までが気軽すぎたね。
Yeah, probably. I'm the one who's always been relying on you for so much. Sorry about that, and thanks.
いえいえ。突然すみません。気にしないでください。昴生君のことよろしくお願いします。
Frickin', I think she's gonna get me into trouble. I don't think I have to worry about me.
確かにね。あ、でもうちに挨拶よりもちゃんと和文のおじさんに報告しなよ。
Oh, well, that's kind of hard since he's not in Japan.
そうかもしんないけど。
I'll consider it.
拗ねてる子供みたい。
Yeah, I feel like he was way more involved in Nozomi's route, and then we, like, hardly saw him after that. I mean, well, we saw him in the common route, too, for sure.
はいはい。とにかくお邪魔しました。
Alright, we'll do.
のぞみさんは 昼から夜まで巫女の手伝いがあるんです。おせちも家にはまだ残って
Oh
ま
yeah,
すから
I'm
ね。
sure she's got
気
plenty.
にしないでください。今日もですか？本当に大変ですね。毎年のことですから。それじゃあ失礼しますね。
All right, thanks for the
あり
osachi.
がとうございます。はい、それじゃあ。
Well, that was weird. I feel like they were very casual about that.
何かいやらしいことを考えている顔。本当ですか？
Yeah, surprisingly, he actually wasn't. That was good. I was just thinking about how we still haven't eaten breakfast yet. Come on, let's have some of that osachi.
そうですね。割り箸は確か昨日引き出しの中に。
Alright, you don't even have your own chopsticks or your own cup yet. After we eat, we'll do a bit of shopping. Whatever you need, we can go pick it up together.
はい、そうですね。
First, though, we need to eat. Kanna and I settle down under the kotatsu and dig into our osachi.
あ、美味しい。さすがですね。これのぞみさんが作ったんでしょうか？
I'm sure she helped, but she probably didn't make everything. I doubt she'd have the time.
昴生さんはいつもこのおせちを食べてきたんですか？
Yeah, I guess. Even when I don't spend New Year's with Nozomi's family, they always make sure to bring me something.
こんなに美味しい味と比べられるとちょっと大変か。
It's not really a competition. There's no need to compare your food to theirs. Besides, I love the food you make, Kanna. Just knowing that my girlfriend wants to cook for me is already more than enough.
気持ちはありがたいですけどね。不満とか好みもちゃんと教えてください。名実ともにちゃんと一番になりたいですから。
Oh?
私意外と欲張りなんです。
Is she trying to imply that she wants our last name? Same goes for you, Kanna. Let me know if there's ever anything you want me to change. Apparently, I can be pretty thick-headed sometimes. I'll do my best. I'll do whatever it takes to satisfy you.
わかりました。ところで、昴生さんはいつもお正月は家で過ごしてる。
Well, when I was a kid, I'd usually spend it with the Tsumizomes. But after I grew old enough to realize I was being a burden, I mostly started spending it on my own. Nozomi's parents would probably be rather upset to hear me say that,
お
though.
父さん、和文さんとは過ごさないんですか？
Heck no, that guy's always out getting milk. Just for the record, it's not that I prefer being alone or anything. Being able to spend the holidays with you makes me incredibly happy.
はい。私もとっても幸せです。お正月となるとやっぱり人が多いんでしょうか？
So I think I'm going to end the video here, because it looks like we're probably going to have at least one more episode to figure out things. Yeah, I could see there maybe being 1, 2, maybe 3 more episodes. I'm going to try to finish it before then. I'll probably do longer episodes if I can get it done in 1 or 2 more. Just to finish it off, because I think it's going good, and I'm enjoying the pace that we're going. They're getting the age scenes out of the way, and for the most part, they're not too weird. I mean, they're as good as they can be, I guess. But yeah, I mean, not a bad episode. I mean, we're getting really close to the end of the game, and it's nice to see them getting together and like they're starting to feel comfortable. They moved in, and things are going well. I'm curious to see how they're gonna end it. I just wonder, are they gonna have some kind of big moment together, or what are they gonna do to end it with a bang? Because I feel like this is like the flagship route, right? And they gotta do something good to finish it off. But we'll see. Either next episode or the episode after that, we'll figure it out. It'll happen. We'll see the ending, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. So anyways, guys, I will see you next time. Have a good one.